Okay, let's look at question number 4, starting from E part. Okay, so utility of A is equals to XAYA, and utility of B is also Cobb-Douglas with XBYB. Right. Now this guy's endowment is 16,8 and this guy's endowment is 8,16. So the size of the Edgeworth box will be a square. Okay, so this will be the Edgeworth box. Okay, this is origin of A at 0,0, and this will be origin of B at 24,24. Okay, and my endowment point is at 16,8, so it will be somewhere here. This is my endowment point. Okay, now the first step that I have to do here is equate the MRS. So MRS of A equals to MRS of B, which must be equal to price ratio Px upon Py, which I'll assume to be equal to P. So what I get is Ya by Xa is equals to Yb by Xb. Now Yb by Xb can be written as 24 minus Ya upon 24 minus Xa, which should be equal to P. Right. So the first thing we can do is Ya is equals to Pxa, and 24 minus Ya is equals to P times 24 minus Xa. Now let's write down budget constraint of person A. So person A's endowment is this point 16,8. So his wealth is 16P plus 8 into 1. This is equal to P into Xa plus Ya. Right? So if I substitute this thing here, I get this is equals to twice Ya. So basically Ya is equals to 8P plus 4. Call this equation number 1. Okay. Now let's do the same thing for person B. So budget constraint of B, 8 into P plus 16 is equals to P into XB plus YB. Now looking at these terms, I can write that PXB must be equal to YB. So PXB is equals to YB, so this becomes twice YB. So from here I get YB is equals to 4P plus 8. This is equation number 2. Now 1 plus 2, it gives me Ya plus YB must be equal to 12P plus 12. Now I know Ya plus Yb is total amount of Y in the economy, which is equal to 24. So basically 24 is equals to 12P plus 12, which implies P must be equal to 1. Okay. So once you get P equals to 1, you get from equation number 1, you get Ya is equals to 8 plus 4, which is equals to 12. Yb is equals to 4 plus 8, which is also equal to 12. Now Xa is equals to Ya by P. Ya is 12, P is 1, so this is equal to 12, and Xb is also equal to 12. So your final answer is Xa comma Ya is equals to 12 comma 12. Okay, Xb comma Yb is also equal to 12 comma 12, and price vector Px upon Py is equal to 1. Now let's do fourth F. For F, utility of A is equals to XA plus YA. Utility of B is equals to XB YB. Okay. This guy's endowment is 5 comma 10. This guy's endowment is 10 comma 0. So the first step here is price vector is equals to MRS of person A. So that is the starting point. ठीक है, so वो लेके हम assume करेंगे. So let's assume MRS of A is equals to price vector P by 1, which implies P1 is equals to P. ठीक है, so Px is 1, Py is 1. Now with that sorted, let's try to find the xb comma yb. So this will give me xb comma yb. If you solve utility maximization, this will turn out to be equal to 5 comma 5, which implies xa comma ya. Okay, so this will turn out to be, so if you subtract 5 from this person's so total, yeah, so this is 5 comma 5, so this person will be at 10 comma 5. Okay, so यहाँ पे you have a point inside the Edgeworth box, so there is no contradiction at all. So the final answer looks like this: P equals to 1 and endowments are 10 comma 5 and 5 comma 5. Okay. Now let's do 4G. So utility of A is max of 4 comma min of xa comma ya, and utility of B is equals to xb yb. Okay, this guy's endowment is 8 comma 1 and this guy's endowment is 0 comma 8. So on the Edgeworth box, if I draw the Edgeworth box, okay, what does IC of A look like? So max of 4 comma min. So पहले तो min को draw कर लेते हैं. Min xa comma ya. So this point is 0 comma 0 and this point will be 8 comma 9. So it will look like this. Sorry. Okay, where was I? So ये 8 comma 9 है मेरा, and now what happens is this point will be 8 comma 8 because this is line xa equals to ya, right? Now this सबसे पहले मुझे this equal to 4 वाला curve draw करना है. So starting at 4 comma 4, the ICs look like this. Now whenever this min value is less than 4, so suppose this is the curve starting at 2 comma 2. So this point, this particular curve corresponds to min of xa comma ya is equals to 2. So utility क्या होगी? Utility is max of 4 and this, so utility will be equal to 4. So basically इस IC के नीचे everywhere the utility will be according to 4. So this entire region will correspond to a single IC now, which is utility level 4. इसके ऊपर IC will change. So this is completely one single IC. ठीक है? So this IC is not actually a curve, it's more like a set. एक पूरा L-shaped band है which corresponds to utility level 4. सो इसमें कोई भी पॉइंट पे तुम इसको पुट करो, इस पर्सन को, पर्सन ए को, हिज यूटिलिटी विल रिमेन 4. Okay, but if you put at a point outside this section, like let's say here, so his utility will be higher than 4. Okay. So now utility of person A is this, utility of person B is xb yb. The point in question is 8 comma 1. So 8 comma 1 will be here at this point. Okay. So given any budget line passing through this point, given any budget line, this person A picks a point where his MRS will intersect the x-axis. Sorry, the budget line will intersect the line of vertices. Sorry, the budget line intersects the line of vertices. So I want the IC of agent B. So IC of agent B किस type के होंगे? It will look like this. So I want IC of agent B to be tangent at this particular point. Okay. So I want that this point, let me call this point as XA comma YA. Then XA comma YA should be such that XA is equals to YA and MRS of agent B here must be equal to 1. MRS of agent B must be, it should be tangent to the budget line. MRS of agent B must be equal to P by 1. Okay. अब इसको मैं सॉल्व किस तरह से करता हूँ? So first is XA equals to YA होना चाहिए. So this point is XA equals to YA. Now what will be the MRS? So this point is 8 comma 1. Let me remove all the unnecessary things to simplify. So this point is 8 comma 1. This point is XA comma XA. So because XA is equals to YA, I can write this point as XA equals to XA comma XA. So my Px upon Py is equal to P, which becomes delta y. So delta y is XA minus 1 upon delta x. So delta x is XA minus 8, uska negative, so 8 minus XA. So this must be equal to YB upon XB. Okay. Now YB is equals to 9 minus XYA, which is equals to 9 minus XA, and XB is equals to 8 minus XA. So this simply gives me XA minus 1 upon 8 minus XA must be equal to 9 minus XA upon 8 minus XA. अब इसको मैं सॉल्व कर देता हूँ. So this gives me XA minus 1 into 8 minus XA is equals to 8 minus XA into 9 minus XA. 8 minus XA से 8 minus XA cancel हो गया. So what I get is that XA minus 1 must be equal to 9 minus XA. This implies twice XA must be equal to 10. This implies XA must be equal to 5. Okay. So मेरा XA जो है वो 5 होना चाहिए. Now so my XA comma YA turns out to be 5 comma 5. XB comma YB turns out to be 4 comma YB क्या होगा 4 comma 3. And price vector Px upon Py you can get from here, YB upon XB 3 by 4. Now crucial thing, अगर यहाँ पे ये utility of A को मैं simply min of XA comma YA रखता तो भी मेरा आंसर सेम होता. ठीक है, बिकॉज इट इज़ नॉट, दिस इंटरसेक्शन इज़ नॉट हैपनिंग इन दिस बैंड. अगर इंटरसेक्शन इस बैंड में हो रहा होता तो फिर मेरा केस पूरा डिफरेंट हो जाता. ओके, सो द इंटरसेक्शन, बिकॉज इट इज़ हैपनिंग हियर, I have no issues, because here the utility of this person is 4 and here utility of person A is 5, so he is going on a higher utility. ठीक है, so higher utility पे जा रहा है, तो that's why it is Pareto improvement, so that's why trade will happen.